Hey there, welcome and welcome back to the Do It Right Tech channel where I take you through everything tech. And in today's video, I'm excited to be showing you some good luck features that will change your Samsung phone forever. So without wasting much time, let's dive right into the video. But don't forget to hit the like, smash the subscribe button to come back for more, and hit the bell notification icon so you don't miss out on any video that I post. On that note, let's go. So first and foremost, I do have a good luck series that I've done. Which is looking at several models within the Good Luck application, contains how to download Good Luck on any Samsung or Galaxy phone. You can find that on the top right corner here. So let's enter. So the Samsung Good Luck is easily one of the most powerful customization tools on any smartphone. But here's the problem. Most people install it and barely use it properly. And hidden inside are features that can completely transform how your phone looks, feels, and behaves. Let me show you some of the craziest ones you should start using. And I'm not just going to be showing you the features, I'm going to be showing you exactly how you actually use it. So you turn your phone into something completely different. So the first one we're going to be looking at is whenever you receive a notification, sometimes you want a bit of style to it. Your notification just come in like everybody else. It's a bit boring. Let me show you how to tweak it using the Good Luck application. So you're going to come here into Good Luck. Once you're inside here, you're going to swipe till you get to the edge lighting. This is an amazing model and you're going to thank me for this. Now this is a simple way you can make your notifications look amazing. You're going to come here first into set custom style. In here you're able to select several types of effects. So here we've got snowflakes. They're going to be coming down like that. We've got more snowflakes looking ones. They're going to be coming down like that. You can select your own image by hitting on plus and selecting some kind of a sticker that you have already from here, or select from your gallery some kind of stickers that you have already or photos that you have. So here I could select an image of myself and then my image will be falling through like this, or I could come select an old sticker of myself. All that is possible. Still under styles, we can always select pre-existing ones like raindrops, and they're going to fall the same way raindrops. You're going to have these pop-ups like there's cloud styles, there are petals floating around, stars also blinking like that. You can select whichever one you want. In this example, I'm just going to be picking this snowflakes one, so they fall down that way. You can come into color and change the color of those snowflakes. You can come again into advanced and then change how they are actually acting. Now we have snowflakes as the selected one, but we can make the snowflakes fall down like this. We can make them act like clouds, we can make them sparkle like stars, or we can make them act like this. So whichever one you want, you can select that effect, and then you get the ability to also change how small or big they are, how short or long they stay on the screen, the amount of them in general on the screen, and then the rotation if you want them to have rotation. In this example, I'm going to select the snowflakes to fall this way. I'm going to be selecting them to be staying for a short while. The amount of it is going to be very few so that it looks like this. And then rotation, I'm going to set it to none. The sizes are going to stay small. And I'm going to hit done. It doesn't end there because you can come here and then show app icon instead of custom style image. So here when you toggle this on, if it's WhatsApp, the WhatsApp icon is what you're going to see. If it's YouTube, that's what you're going to see. If it's Facebook, you're going to see the Facebook icon falling down. So there I receive a WhatsApp and immediately I have my WhatsApp raining down like rain. If you didn't know this feature, I'm glad I was able to show you. Go out there, tweak your phone, make your phone show you the notifications that you're going to read in the exact style that you want. If you didn't know this, I'm glad I was able to show you. Moving on. Let me show you this. You go into camera and then you try to take a photo or a video of somebody. You've got few zoom stops that exist. So you try to zoom in 3 times and immediately you bypass the subject. You try to zoom in 5 times and you overshoot or undershoot, and then the whole image or video scene you wanted to capture is now a mess. Let me show you how you can use a model in your Good Luck application to completely change this occurrence. Here, you're going to go into the Good Luck application and go into Camera Assistant. Once you're here, the very first option here, which is Zoom shortcut, you're going to select it. You're going to now get the ability to select ×2, ×10, and ×100. So now, when you go to shoot a photo, you've got several options added. You don't need to just jump directly from 1 to 3, but you can just tap on 2 and get a 2 times zoom. Instead of going to 5 and then trying your way through to about 100, you can now have stops like 10, which is going to zoom in 10 times and go directly into 100 times if you're trying to test your Samsung zoom capability. If you didn't know this, I'm glad I've been able to show you. Moving on. Now, a very simple feature that's sitting on your phone that you might not be using is the ability to swipe from the edges this way to make any application into a pop-up style. But I used to struggle before trying to get it from the corner and it's not coming, but there is a good lock model that actually makes sure that this becomes a thing of the past, allowing you every time you want to create the pop-up of the applications, makes that quite easy. What you're going to do is come into here, the good lock, swipe down till you find the multi-star. Once you're in multi-star, scroll down until you find this very option that is set pop-up gesture size. You want to tap on that. Now with this here, you're able to scroll through changing the size of that space. So now if I went here, we can see in the corners the size increase or decrease. That shows the area we can swipe on. So currently it's around there, very small. If I move it there, we see it getting bigger, and it can get bigger till it reaches here. Now when I want to swipe, I just swipe there and immediately we have it turning into the pop-up. This helps easy multitasking without all the stress from the past. If you didn't know this feature, I'm glad I was able to show you. Moving on. Yeah, so here, we've all got some kind of application or activity that we want to often do very fast. And pulling down the screen, selecting options, going through several menus before reaching particular activities, like taking a screenshot, you come in to press 2 buttons, and even launching a particular application being kind of tough. There exists a way that you can use a good lock model known as the RegiStar in the good lock application to launch any application by just double tapping the back of your phone or triple tapping the back of your phone. If you didn't know this, let me show you. You're going to come into the good lock application, and once you're in here, you're going to come into the RegiStar. Once the RegiStar has been opened, you're going to see right here the back tap action. You're going to tap on it and then toggle this feature on. Here, you're able to select some actions. That is to take a screenshot and share, or to access Google Voice Assistant, start pop-ups, and several. Inside here, we can have a basic take screenshot, or we can have a screenshot and then share option. Let's take basic for example. Now, with this selected, whenever I double tap the back of my phone, like this, 1, 2, it's immediately going to take a screenshot, and that's it. If I selected the option of sharing, now when I double tap the back of my phone, it's going to take a screenshot and get ready to share it. Now, what if that's not what I wanted it to do? Rather, I wanted it to start an application. We could always select that option and select whichever application we want. In this example, let's use the Authenticator app. Now, when I double tap the back of my phone, immediately it's going to open the Authenticator app for me. Yeah, so there we have it. A simple way to double tap the back of your phone and skip through so many processes that you would have gone through to do very simple activities. If you didn't know this, I'm glad I was able to show you. Moving on. Now let's improve your editing tool. There's an important tool here that allows you to compare, resize, and do so many things to your images that your normal gallery is not doing. Actually, it's just an assistant to your gallery, and you can find it here in the Good Lock application at Gallery Assistant. Once you tap on this, you're going to see several things it can do. It can reduce image sizes. That's if it was 10 megabytes, you can get it down to 4 megabytes. Of course, you're also going to have to sacrifice quality, but that's actually something that it can do. Also here, we can rotate and flip images the way we want it. You can clip images, that's remove the background of images. You can add watermarks to images. You can compare 2 images to see maybe an edited one and an unedited one. You can save images as PDF. You can print those images from here, and using Enhance X, take your editing to a greater extent. But it doesn't end there. The surprising thing is all these actions you're doing, you can do it for multiple images and videos at the same time. For this, I'm going to show you an example. We're going to come into image clip, and then we're going to select a couple of images. All right, once I've selected these drinks, I can tap on done, and as you can see here, all of them have had themselves clipped out of the background. All right, if I want to save them, I can hit on save, or I can hit on copy. If I hit on copy, right now they've all been copied into the memory of the phone. All I need to do now is go into some kind of space like this, and then here I can just paste them here, and immediately you can see all the cropped images. So this tool is so helpful and so productive that you might be missing out big time if you're not using them. With this tool, you've learned how to compare images, resize images, and edit way smarter than you previously were doing. If you didn't know this, I'm glad I was able to show you. Let's move on. Now, another very important thing on our phone is the adaptive brightness feature that is on our phone. Often we swipe down on here, and then we have 3 dots here, and you can select adaptive brightness. That way it looks at the brightness in the surrounding and decides on how much light it needs to shoot to the screen. In my editing case, I often put it all the way out there. But let's look at an example now. You're inside a dark room and you walk outside with light blasting on your screen, but your phone takes a bit of time to now increase the brightness of the screen, and you miss some important information that was on the screen. To avoid this, the next feature would actually help you have your phone move faster when it's increasing or decreasing the brightness on the screen when adaptive brightness has been toggled on. To reenact exactly what I'm talking about, so currently I'm in the room and my screen is this dark. I set my screen to about this darkness and then it's covered this way. All right. As soon as highlight comes in, let's look at the speed of the change. So the room is dark, and then we bring it more light. We can see the speed of that increase, and then we reduce the light. And let's see how quick it's going to readapt. So we can see that speed, very slow. Okay, that's quite slow. And that's something that could affect you or cause you to lose some kind of information that was on the screen during this transition. But there's a feature on your phone in the Good Lock application that allows to change this. And this is what we're going to do. You're going to come here into the Good Lock application. You're going to go into the display assistant. Once in here, you're going to go to adaptive brightness option and set this to ×4. Now with this set, so you're in a dark space and you go into the bright space. So we have that increase, and when we go into the dark space, we can see a quick decrease right there. So there you have it, a quick way to fix that short gap or period where your phone takes time to increase or decrease the screen brightness using the adaptive brightness feature. If you didn't know this, I'm glad I was able to show you. Moving on. Now the final one. This is powerful. This is what allows your phone to act as if it's doing everything on its own. Meanwhile, you've actually programmed particular spaces or parts of the screen to be touched and perform particular actions exactly when you need them to. And in this example, I'm going to be showing you how to create some kind of a routine that is not normal and feels as if you have just set your phone to do exactly an action by actually performing tasks that should not be possible. Let me show you how. Here we have it. You're going to go into the Good Lock application, and once you're in here, you're going to look for the routines. Once you're in here, what we are looking at is the run attach macro. So what we're going to be doing is inside run attach macro. And what is attach macro? So attach macro basically is some kind of a routine that looks or records particular touches you have on your phone, keeps them in the memory of your system, and place it back anytime you need it to be used. So I'm going to be showing you how to build that one for yourself. And in this example, I'm going to be building a particular one that sends a message to a particular phone number telling them that I cannot receive a phone call as I am actually editing at the moment. This is always going to happen once I have triggered it or I've set the trigger for it. So let's look at it. So once we are inside the routines plus, we're going to tap on run attach macro. We're going to touch here and say start manually. If start manually, then we're going to select the touch macro and then add. Okay, here it's going to give you the option to select the application that you want to create the tap macro around. And here we're going to use WhatsApp Business. All right. So I'm going to be selecting WhatsApp Business and then next. All right. So in here, I have the contact that I want to send that pinned to the top. So anytime the top is touched, it's going to be the same contact. So I'm going to hit record and tap on that. And I can't pick calls now as I am recording. Full stop and send. So that's going to be it. And then I'm going to save it. I'm going to stop and save it. So once I'm done with this, I'm going to change the name to recording and done. Once I've set this up, I'm going to now swipe down, go into modes and routines, and once I'm in here, I'm going to now come and add a new routine with a manual trigger, and then select macros and select touch macros and select the recording, right, and hit done. Once this has been done, I'm going to save it, change the name to recording, and then done. Now I've got this here, and on my home screen also I've got another trigger I'm going to select it and then select this for it. Next time, when I'm about to now have a filming session, now I can just tap on two things and then everything on my phone is going to be set up ready for me. The first one there is for the brightness of my phone and also my screen on time. But the second one now here is going to be sending a message to somebody, telling them exactly what I want them to hear. So let's look at it. And there you have it. Just like that, it sends the message to the person for me. And just like that, it can help you in so many ways. Create the exact way you want it, and it's going to do exactly what you want it to do. So perform actions automatically and tap through sequences for you is what this very last feature can do for you. If you didn't know this, I'm glad I was able to show you. And on that note, we've come to the closing of this video. If you didn't know these features, I'm very excited that I showed you them. Even if you don't use the Good Luck application in total, you need to start using this routine, because that one alone can completely automate your phone and make your life way easier. Now, this is just the beginning. Good Luck is way more deeper than this. Check my playlist up here as I go in depth into all those other ones that I just showed you single features about. Don't forget to hit the like, smash the subscribe button to come back for more, and hit the bell notification icon so you don't miss out on any video that I post. On that note, peace out.